The crystal glasses clinked as I loaded them into the industrial dishwasher, my black uniform marking me as the help at my mother's most prestigious charity gala. Above, in the grand ballroom of the Imperial Hotel, 300 of Manhattan's elite were gathering for the annual winter charity ball. At 32, I was the family embarrassment, the daughter who'd walked away from a law career to study hotel management. Glorified housekeeping, my sister Victoria called it. They only knew. Charlotte. Mom's voice cut through the kitchen noise. The dessert trays need arranging. Victoria's about to announce her engagement to the senator's son. I glanced at my watch. 8:45 p.m. Right on schedule. Of course, Mother. I kept my voice neutral, checking my phone discreetly. The message from my Swiss banking team glowed. Final documents prepared. Awaiting your signal. Victoria swept into the kitchen, her designer gown worth more than what they thought I made in a year. Really, Char hiding in the kitchen again? Jason's parents are asking about my mysterious sister. The dishes need washing, Mom declared, adjusting her diamonds. Someone has to do the manual labor. I dried my hands, thinking of the documents sitting in my private office. The real one, not the small hotel management office they thought I worked in. The Imperial needs everything perfect tonight. Oh please, Victoria sniffed. Like you know what the Imperial needs. You're just a dash. My phone rang on speaker before I could reach it. A crisp British accent filled the kitchen. Ms. Winters? It's done. The acquisition is complete. Mom froze. Victoria's perfectly plucked eyebrows drew together. All 180 properties have been transferred to Winters Hospitality Group, the voice continued. The Imperial hotel chain is now officially under your control. The serving tray slipped from Victoria's hands, crashing to the floor. Mom gripped the steel counter for support. Thank you, Mr. Harrison, I replied calmly. Please ensure the board receives the transition memo. And have my office on the top floor prepared. Your office? Mom whispered. Of course, Ms. Winters. Will you be addressing the staff tonight about the ownership change? I looked at my stunned family members. Yes. After the gala. No need to disrupt my mother's charity event. Very good, Ms. Winters. The other properties are awaiting your instructions. Other properties? Victoria's voice cracked. Yes, all 180 luxury hotels worldwide are now under Ms. Winters's control, Mr. Harrison confirmed. The Imperial is just our flagship location. I ended the call, enjoying the absolute silence that followed. Even the kitchen staff had stopped to watch. This is impossible, Mom finally managed. You're a hotel manager. Actually, I pulled out my tablet, displaying the ownership documents. I'm the CEO of Winters Hospitality Group. I've been for 5 years. That hotel management job you mocked? It was market research. Victoria grabbed the tablet, her French manicure scratching the screen. But Jason's father sits on the board. He would have known. The old board was quietly replaced last month, I said, taking back my tablet. While you were planning your perfect engagement to the senator's son, I was planning the largest hospitality acquisition in history. How? Mom demanded. With what money? I smiled, remembering all the family dinners where they'd dismissed my little hotel job, while praising Victoria's law career. Remember that small resort in Dubai I helped renovate 3 years ago? It became the model for modern luxury hospitality. Every hotel group wanted the technology and systems I developed. Instead of selling, I used the patents to build an empire. The kitchen doors swung open. Jason, Victoria's fiancé, rushed in. Vic, your father just got a call. Something about the Imperial's ownership. Oh yes, I said, removing my black uniform jacket to reveal a perfectly tailored Chanel suit underneath. I should go greet my guests. After all, I smiled at my sister, this is my hotel now. Mom grabbed my arm as I headed for the door. Charlotte, what are you going to do? I checked my reflection in a steel cabinet. I'm going to transform the hospitality industry. Starting with this hotel. I turned to Victoria. Though you might want to rethink having your wedding here next month. I hear the new owner is quite selective about events. You wouldn't dare, Victoria hissed. Daddy's already paid the deposit. Actually, I opened the kitchen doors. He didn't. But we can discuss that after I address my staff. I paused, looking back at their shocked faces. Oh, and mother? The dishes can wait. I believe we have more pressing matters to discuss. As I walked toward the grand staircase, my phone buzzed again. Phase 2 was ready to begin, and my family had no idea what was coming next. The grand ballroom fell silent as I ascended the marble staircase. 300 of Manhattan's elite turned to stare, not at the hotel manager's daughter in kitchen clothes, but at the woman who'd just acquired one of the world's most prestigious luxury hotel chains. Ladies and gentlemen, I took the microphone from the stunned MC. Welcome to the Imperial. I'm Charlotte Winters, your host for the evening. In the crowd, I spotted Dad arguing frantically with his phone, no doubt trying to reach his contacts on the old board. Beside him, Senator Blake, Jason's father, was turning an interesting shade of red. As you may have heard, I continued smoothly, Winters Hospitality Group has acquired the Imperial hotel chain. All 180 properties worldwide are now under new management. I paused, letting that sink in. Please enjoy the gala. My staff will ensure everything is perfect. Victoria burst into the ballroom, her mascara slightly smeared. You can't do this. Jason's father is no longer on the board, I finished for her. In fact, Senator Blake's rather questionable investment decisions regarding hotel properties in Dubai were quite helpful in facilitating this acquisition. The senator's face went from red to white. He knew exactly which deals I was referring to. Now, I smiled at the gathering, I believe we were celebrating an engagement? The engagement is off. Victoria shrieked, throwing her champagne glass. It shattered against a marble column, drawing gasps from the crowd. I signaled to security, my security now. Please escort my sister to the lobby. It seems she's had too much champagne. As Victoria was led away, still screaming about ruined weddings and family betrayal, Mom appeared at my side. Charlotte, please. We can discuss this privately. Like you discussed my career choices privately? I raised an eyebrow. Or like you privately told the Dubai investors I was just playing hotelier when they asked about my work? That was different, she hissed. We were protecting the family name. And now I'm protecting my investments. I checked my phone. Another message from my team. Asian properties secured. European transition beginning. Proceed with phase 2. I typed a quick yes before turning back to the crowd. If you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to. Please enjoy the evening. The Imperial's legendary service hasn't changed. It's only improved. In my new office, the entire top floor of the Imperial, I watched the gala continue below through floor-to-ceiling windows. Dad had gathered his closest friends, no doubt plotting some kind of counterattack. They didn't know it was already too late. A soft knock announced Jason's arrival. Ms. Winters? May I speak with you? About the wedding? I gestured to a chair. Or about your father's Dubai investments? He sat stiffly, his senator's sun polish cracking slightly. Both actually. Victoria says you're canceling the wedding booking. The booking was never confirmed. I pulled up the records on my tablet. Your father's board position didn't guarantee special treatment. Not anymore. And the Dubai situation? I smiled, remembering how he'd laughed at my quaint hotel job at family dinners. That depends. How much does Victoria know about her future father-in-law's creative accounting? You're blackmailing us, he realized. No, I'm negotiating. From a position of strength. Something your father taught me actually during one of his condescending lectures about real business. My phone buzzed again. European properties were now secured. Phase 2 was proceeding perfectly. What do you want? Jason asked quietly. Want? I stood, walking to the window. Below, Victoria was arguing with security in the lobby. I want what I've already taken control. The Imperial isn't just a hotel chain, Jason. It's a statement about who really has power in this city. The wedding can proceed, I cut him off. At full price with no special treatment. I turned back to him. Your father resigns from the Senate Banking Committee before he can launch any investigations into hotel industry acquisitions. His jaw clenched. You've thought of everything. I had 5 years to plan while you all thought I was washing dishes and changing sheets. I handed him a contract. The new wedding terms. You have until midnight to decide. After he left, I buzzed my assistant, previously the hotel's general manager. Please inform the kitchen staff that they now report directly to me. And have someone clean up that broken champagne glass. We have standards to maintain. Dad was next, barging in without knocking. This ends now, Charlotte. I've called every contact I have. Your contacts can't help you. I showed him the latest update on my tablet. While you were working your phone, I acquired controlling interest in 3 more hospitality groups. By morning, Winters Hospitality will control every luxury hotel in Manhattan. He slumped into a chair, looking deflated. Why? To punish us for pushing you toward law. No, Dad. Because while you were all focused on old money and connections, I saw the future of luxury hospitality. Technology, efficiency, genuine service. Not just names and reputations. And Victoria's wedding? We'll proceed, I said, assuming Jason's father makes the right choice. We're business people after all. Everything is negotiable. My phone lit up with another message. Asian markets responding positively. Stock value up 40% after acquisition news. 3 days later, I sat in my top-floor office watching dawn break over Manhattan. The headlines scrolled across my screens. Winters Hospitality Revolution. Luxury hotel industry transformed. Senator Blake announces surprise retirement from banking committee. Hotel heiress to tech mogul. Charlotte Winters rise to power. My phone buzzed. A text from Victoria. Mom's asking if you're coming to Sunday dinner. She's invited the Vanderbilts. Of course she had. The Vanderbilts owned the last independent luxury hotel in Manhattan. Mom never could resist matchmaking with powerful families, even in crisis. I'll be there, I texted back. Though I should mention, I acquired the Vanderbilt Plaza this morning. No response. I could picture Victoria's face turning that particular shade of rage red she'd perfected since the gala. A soft knock announced my assistant. Miss Winters? Your mother is here. Mom swept in, looking immaculate as always, though her Hermes scarf couldn't hide the strain of the past few days. Charlotte, darling, we need to talk about the Vanderbilts. About their hotel? I pulled up the acquisition documents. Or about Thomas Vanderbilt Jr., who you're planning to seat next to me at dinner? She sank into a visitor's chair. You've changed, Charlotte. No, I corrected her. I'm exactly who I've always been. You just never bothered to look past the uniform. The uniform you wore deliberately, she accused. All those years pretending to be just a manager. I never pretended anything. I learned every aspect of this business from the ground up. While Victoria was planning her society wedding, I was planning a revolution in luxury hospitality. My phone buzzed. Another update from my team. AI-driven service platform ready for launch. Begin phase 3. Mom noticed my smile. There's more, isn't there? The hotels were just the beginning, I confirmed. Tonight, Winters Hospitality launches the most advanced AI concierge service in the world. Everything I developed while you thought I was just washing dishes is about to transform the entire industry. And the Vanderbilts will be offered positions in the new organization. Junior positions. I stood, walking to my private bar. Coffee? The beans are from our property in Costa Rica. She accepted the cup, her hands trembling slightly. Your sister's wedding is next week. Yes, at the Imperial. Full price as agreed. Though she might be interested to know that Jason was here yesterday, discussing a position with my company. He wouldn't leave the senator's firm. For a junior position? No. For chief legal officer of a global hospitality tech company. I smiled. He signed the contract this morning. Mom's coffee cup clattered against its saucer. Victoria will be furious. Victoria will adjust. Like all of you will adjust. I pulled up the company's latest valuations. Winters Hospitality isn't just hotels anymore. We're the future of luxury service, powered by technology that I developed while you were all laughing at my career choice. And Sunday dinner? She asked quietly. I'll be there. We're still family after all. I checked my watch. Though you might want to warn Dad. His law firm's hospitality division now reports to my legal team. Jason starts tomorrow. She stood, smoothing her skirt with practiced elegance. You've thought of everything. I learned from the best, I replied. You taught me the importance of appearances, of playing the long game. I just played it better. As she reached the door, she turned back. Was it worth it? The deception, the planning, all of it. I looked out over my empire. Not just the hotels but the technology, the systems, the future I'd built while they underestimated me. It wasn't about deception, Mom. It was about transformation. The hospitality industry needed to change and no one else saw it. So I changed it myself. After she left, I sent the signal to my team, launch phase 3. Within hours, every luxury hotel in our portfolio would unveil the most advanced AI concierge system ever developed. The same system I'd tested and refined while working, just another hotel job. My phone buzzed one last time, a message from Victoria. Jason just told me about the job. We need to talk. Come to my office, I replied. We can discuss your future role in the company. If you're interested in actually earning a position. The sun was fully up now, painting Manhattan in shades of gold. Below, the Imperial was preparing for another day of perfect service. But now it was more than just a hotel. It was the flagship of a revolution. And I was just getting started.